On this episode, I share with you some tips on how to handle a bad home inspection. Welcome everyone to this episode of the Ask Jason Gelios Show. I'm your host, Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor. I really appreciate you guys tuning in here. If you have not purchased my new book, Think Like a Realtor, go ahead and go to Amazon or go to barnesandnobles.com or my website, it's abouttherealestate.com, and pick up your copy today. Valuable information. So somebody was actually asking me, how do I handle a home inspection that reveals some things, right? So I'm a home buyer and I'm looking to purchase a home and something happens. For example, just last week I had one, there was mold in the attic, right? Now, some people may hear mold and think, oh my gosh, I should run, but really it depends on what type of mold it is and how bad it is. A lot of it can be taken care of. So I want to share with you some basic tips. Now, some things that come up during a home inspection may be small things, right? If a home has wood trim around the house, some of it's going to be rotted, usually, unless they just had it replaced. You're going to find that, gutters don't have gutter extensions, small stuff like that. There may be a basement window that has a slight ding in it. Believe it or not, that stuff comes up. But when you're talking about the major items, right, like mold in the attic or, something wrong with the floor and it's going to cost thousands to fix it, whatever the case may be, I always state that you should renegotiate your terms, because many times I found that the home seller isn't aware of a lot of these issues. For example, mold in the attic. I mean, how many people go up in their attic in their house? None. It reminds me of a past video I did with Don Torsha from Basement to Roof Home Inspections, where almost everybody who is questioning whether or not their house will have a bad inspection, right? They're putting it on the market and they're kind of fearing the home inspection. They should make sure that they have a pre-listing inspection so that there's no surprises, right? But many people don't do that, and they should do that. So how do you handle that as a buyer? You're buying a home and some major issues come up. Well, always make sure that you renegotiate, right? If you're offering X amount and your home inspection found roughly $10,000 worth of items, well, renegotiate that. Say, hey, listen, here's our concerns. And if you have your agent do that, or if you're doing it personally, what you want to do is you want to state the reasons why. Don't just say, oh, we want a price adjustment, 10 grand less. State why. We have concerns. Here are those concerns, and state them in a list, a bulleted list, right? That way the seller understands, oh, okay, you're not just trying to use the home inspection to lower the price, because some people do that. Some buyers will do that. Well, there's a minor repair, it might cost $500, so we want to knock 5 grand off. That's ridiculous, okay? Let's be fair, let's be real. So that is basically, those are some of the tips that you can use if you have a home inspection on a home that you're purchasing and it didn't come back in your favor. So I really appreciate you guys watching this episode. If you have questions, submit your comments below. Subscribe to my channel. Send your questions. Actually, you can put your questions in the comments below, or you can send them over to it'sabouttherealestate.com. I have a dedicated page for your questions, or just reach out to me, private message me. But I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and be sure to subscribe, follow, like, wherever you're watching this. Also sign up for my monthly newsletter, email newsletter that's on it'sabouttherealestate.com. A pop-up comes up and just fill in your information. We keep your information private, but I hope that you guys reach out to me in any way with your questions. This show is for you. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor, and make it a great week.